Today I'm going to try and sort the central locking out on this vehicle. Stopped working. I'm going to put an aftermarket remote locking and unlocking kit on it. As you can see, lock, unlock, doesn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap into the buttons on the center console, because you can press these to lock and unlock the vehicle. This is a kit I've been asked to fit, and the reason why they want to fit this is they've had two key experts out or plug the computers in, and my friend's been told that there's no way they can get it working, and the only option is to fit a keyless entry system and link it to those buttons, which I'm going to do. So let's have a quick look at this this system. So I just got it out of the box. So the system comes with two remotes. It's got a lock, unlock, and then a third channel for a trunk. The original key doesn't have an option for the trunk, so I thought I might as well do it properly. It's got all the instructions here. The instructions are fairly clear, fairly simple. Comes with a wiring loom, small enough box, an LED. It also links to the, you can see here, to the turn lights, so the indicator lights. Okay, there's an LED on there as well. So pretty good system. I don't think it's too expensive either. So let's try and find these wires and get it fitted. So with the surrounding removed, you can see the wires. So using a probe, I've managed to locate which two wires. So it's the pink red and also the yellow pink. Disconnected the plug from the switches. I've run some connecting wires to the plug. So lock and unlock. So the job now is to do it properly. I want to run the cables near the fuse box. So rather than running two cables up here, I want to trace those wires back all the way into the fuse box. So the fuse box is located behind this glove box. Been online, managed to find the wiring diagram for this 2005 Range Rover Sport. I'm going to locate the indicators, the trunk release, and the locking and unlocking wires from this wiring diagram, and then I'm going to tap into those wires. Under the glove box you can see a multitude of wires. With the glove box down you can see the fuse box, and each of these connectors are labelled. So you can see C585, C583. Very tight space, can't get to the cables really, so the only hope is to try and find the looms somewhere else in the vehicle. Because it was difficult to get to the wires in the under the glove box, I resorted down to locating the wires down the side of the vehicle for the left hand side indicator and also the boot wire. You can see there's a ton of wires there to go through. At the junction box you got the pink and red and the yellow pink wires. Yep, you can hear it clicking, locking and unlocking the doors. For the right hand side indicators, you can see I've located the wire here. After painstakingly going through the cable to try and find the right wires, found the left hand side indicator wire. You also found the black and silver wire for the boot release. So I'm just going to open the boot. As I've located all the wires I need for wiring this keyless entry system, just got to prepare the loom. It needs a power, earth, ignition feed, so I'm just going to refer back to the wiring diagram to find the best location for these connections. So I spent about 6 hours in total trying to figure out and fit this keyless entry system, and you can see it's all still in its boxes. It boxed the remote, the wires, they're all still in the box, and you're probably wondering why they're all still in the box. And it's as I was going through the wiring diagram, I found something very interesting about the alarm system on this particular vehicle, and I've managed to fix it. Unlock with the original key. Problem was, very interestingly, a fuse. It's called a fuse. That was the biggest problem why this key did not work, was the fuse. And 2 specialists could not find a fuse that was causing the problem why the remote didn't work. And the only reason why I found out it was a fuse was I wanted to do things properly. Had I just wired in the alarm system directly to the switches, I would never have found the problem. So the conclusion is, sometimes the experts get it wrong, and they get it wrong because they rely on computers without trusting and going back to the fundamentals of what could be the problem. And the simple problem was the alarm system, or a component of the alarm system, was not getting power. Which component and which fuse this relates to, I'm not going to say, because that's my secret. And as an engineer, sometimes you need to keep things to yourself as well. There we go. Unlock, job done. Locked, and the solution was a fuse.